Today we're going to make us some giblet gravy. The first step, easy enough. Take your giblet out the turkey, put it in a pot and put it on the on top of the stove here. And I will start it out on high just to get the water hot. Then I'll move it down to medium high. I want that to sit there and slow boil for until it's tender actually. And that is the first step. Then we'll get on to the next stuff. Alright, our giblets has been cooking now for, shoot, I don't know, about an hour. Been flipping them around a little bit. They are about ready, so we're going to take them on off here now and put them on something and chop them up. Alright, we got right over here, we got half a cup of onions and we got half a cup of celery. I used a little old machine to chop it, decided I'd cheat, anything to save time. Now I'm just pulling all the meat off of here. We're going to pull all this we can off since it's cooled a little bit. And we're going to put it right back in the broth that we was using to cook it in. And we're going to add in the celery and the onions. Alright, we got about as much meat off the old giblet as we can. We're going to return all the meat over here to our pot. We're going to keep the broth in there. I've also added, I should say kept the broth that was in there from cooking, and I kept the bones inside of it too. Big bone, you won't mistake it when you're dipping it out. Gonna add in the half a cup of celery, half a cup of onions. Also gonna add in 2 cans of chicken broth. Now here in a minute, when we get it all set up and ready, we're going to add in some stuffing, raw stuffing to the mix right here. But for right now, we're just going to let that cook until the onions and the celery gets tender. Okay, we've been brewing up this dressing here, and we needed to go ahead and get this done because we needed to get half a cup of it to add to this giblet gravy. And we're also going to add 2 boiled eggs. I'm going to chop them up, or break them up actually, and put them right in it. Here it is over here cooking. Looking pretty good on a very slow, low boil. Okay, we got our eggs all done up, and that is, what was that, a half a cup of dressing?
Yeah.
Or 1 cup. We actually got about 1½ eggs in there instead of 2 because somebody mauled them. I'm not going to point any fingers. So that's about 1½ eggs. Alright, we're going to go ahead and let that be brewing. We're going to have it turned down low the entire time the stuffing's cooking, because we're doing that also. Dressing, stuffing, same thing. Use it for both.
What you're cooking.
No, I know what it tastes like though. Alright, old giblet gravy's been cooking now about, I don't know, about an hour or 2 hours. Some of the old bread's still breaking up in there. You can thicken this by simply putting in more stuffing. But by the time you let it sit in the fridge, since it's going to be served tomorrow, and we pull it back out and reheat it, this will be a whole lot thicker. May even have to add more water to it. So that is done. We're going to go ahead and let it cool now, turn it off, wrap it up, and stick it in the fridge.